whatever happens here Saturday night, if I make it, that's amazing.
Do you think you might have a shot at making the team?
I have nothing to lose, except my pride.
You talked to Ashley today?
Yeah, oh yeah. It's tough being away from family and friends, but for sure, if I make it home, fire and ambulance will be the same. They'll have lots of calls for me like they usually do. Been back for a couple days now and back at her. Ah!
Jeez.
I don't have the energy, Eddie.
Yeah.
I should have took today off. It's too much too soon.
There he is.
I'm pissed off. Like, I'm an athlete and I don't mess around, and I was really like super annoyed. I could have broke my stick this morning. I don't know. Maybe I just need to stop caring so much.
Hockey's a small little portion of life. It's a sport, so let's be realistic here. He's got enough hockey knowledge to go out and tell a kid, let me show you how to have some drive in life. Maybe we need to have a little meeting with Kev and say, listen, do what you gotta do, but it's time now to start taking your energy and helping people. Okay, so we got a serious issue in minor hockey with number one, kids falling out of hockey. We look at the cost. We look at, the concussion thing that's going on. Mm-hmm. And then we look at coaching.
Crosby, boom, 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 3 or 4 times, right?
So I've been thinking a lot about you and who you are. And my job now is to find Kevin Porters who can save the game of hockey. And what I'm going to say to you today, I want you to think about, and I want you to know that we need you. And we need you over here to start helping the game of hockey. What that would mean is you would have to retire from what you're doing. And I don't want you to say, oh, Jim doesn't believe in me or that. This has nothing to do with anything except you're the perfect candidate to be a mentor. Like, you're qualified to train people now.
Yeah.
Right? You're qualified to take a group of kids and teach them how to play hockey. You're qualified to sit in a coaching seminar and say, guys, this is what we have to do. This is what we have to implement.
It's definitely crossed my mind, the last year. I've talked to Ashley about it. I felt like such a good opportunity when I went to Rapid City. And I really felt and still feel like I could contribute, but I also understand how difficult that is, right? You can only control so much, right?
Yeah. To me, this is more exciting than that because this is real.
Yeah.
Than you playing in the NHL as much as we dream about it. We know that's not going to happen. Okay? This could be your NHL.
So,
Yes, Ryan?
what do you think about yesterday with Jim?
Jim, I love you. And in due time, my friend. Like, I was very honored to be asked that. I just got unfinished business. I gotta keep going.
2, 2, 2, 2.
And if they don't, right? You get your head up, think a play ahead, say, okay, this guy's coming towards me. I'm gonna wait, let him go by, and then I go.
Jim's been there for me for the last couple of years, and he only wants the best for me. He do whatever he can to help me out, and vice versa. And I don't know, man. Call it a sickness, a hockey sickness. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong upstairs with me. I don't know. I know what makes me happy at the moment, and pushing myself and trying to make myself better. makes me feel good inside. It's what gets me up in the morning. It's a huge part of my life. I think right at this moment, if I stopped, it would be very bad timing for me. So for all kinds of reasons. So come out to my happy place here and train. Look where I'm training. If you don't love what you're doing when you walk through the doors here, I mean, I'm in my glory when I come here.
How'd the injury happen?
Yeah, so I broke my knuckle in a tournament game in Peterborough. We're playing Sudbury and we're beating them 4-0 going in, or like halfway through the second. And there was a point shot and there's a screen in front of me. And my defenseman just tried pushing the screen so I could see the shot. And the puck just happened to hit my hand when he turned the defenseman.
Was it pretty painful?
Yeah, it hurt a lot. My whole arm was just hurting. I kind of felt like I was gonna throw up or something. Like everything will be fine. It's gonna look a little bit different than how it did before, but that's really it.
All in your mind. If you say, I'm gonna work hard, you're gonna work hard. If you say, I'm gonna block shots, I'm gonna forecheck, I'm gonna back check, I'm gonna get pucks through the net, I'm gonna score, you're gonna do it.
I didn't mind the break a whole lot, but it really sucked not playing. Especially like right before playoffs in a tournament game, like that really sucked. But at the end of the day, you know, I guess things happen for a reason. I don't know. It was a okay break. I miss skating and I miss being at the arena and stuff.
You know, you're working towards getting a team for next year and that kind of stuff. Do you think it's gonna affect anything?
I think for like maybe the first week, just getting back into everything, because I haven't skated in almost a month pretty much. It was kind of weird because, you know, like my life like depended so much on hockey and everything. And when I had the break, you know, I just kind of got the opportunity to think about like what I want to do, you know, just in case hockey doesn't work out. And so I was thinking about my future and everything like that a lot. And it was pretty cool because like I obviously want to pursue with hockey, but you know, hockey's not going to last forever. And it made me really think about like what's going to happen and stuff.
Like my privilege, how may I help you?
Don't forget to breathe.
Did they talk to you a little bit about what the rehab's gonna be like?
I get my cast up on the Wednesday. I go through physio a couple days for a week straight. And then pretty much that's just getting back into the roll of things and getting my skate on and, you know, start skating again. Really just kind of get a feel for it again.
So quick feet, we're building on here. Does that feel better or worse than day one?
Any pain?
It feels a little bit stiff still. Yesterday I couldn't really make a fist and my finger was just kind of out there.
Yeah.
But now I can move it around like a lot better and a little bit faster too, so.
For you, because strength, power, balance, agility are all a huge part of your responsibility as an athlete, we gotta train it all.
Okay. Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah, so that's a muscle.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a lot of tightness in there. There's little muscles in there in between the two bones.
Yeah.
You're doing great with your isolated strength, but again, it's still pretty fresh, like 6-7 weeks post. We don't want to stress that area specifically too much.
Okay, so let's go do the wax. Remember what to do?
Yeah,
so just keep the fingers spread, make sure they don't touch.
How many do you want me to do?
Let's go for 5.
Okay.
What does that feel like, Jeff?
The wax? It feels like just like washing your hands like in really hot water. Every time like you put your hand underneath the faucet, like you gain like another pound or so. Like it feels so weird. It's kind of cool though. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Like it just feels so much more relaxed.
All right, I think we're good.
Perfect.
Yeah, good job.
Thanks, William.
So why did you decide to do the Beast Camp again this year? What went into that decision?
Regret if I don't do it.
You never know what's going to come out of these things, right? New coaches this year, I don't know, they might ask me to help out with practices. Like, who knows? Like, you don't know what's going to happen, right? But, you know, you go and have a good time, build some relationships, and have some fun, maybe get a goal.
What are you guys here for?
Brampton Beast Camp.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just going to park on the side there.
Hey, Green, I'm not hitting, eh? It's too tiring, bro. You should come for a skate with MasterCard with me. Yeah, whenever, sometimes. Jesus Christ. Hey! Run! All right, let's go. Guys, get engaged. Guys, get ready. Jesus.
How did camp go today?
Could have been better. That was terrible.
And we're getting killed. I got to do something.
When you play in a game like that, and it's very lopsided, you find out really quickly what type of player you are. So I started to hit, started to lay the body and take out some frustration. Slam a door. I slammed 2 doors. One during the game and one after the game. Feels good. To some, it might look silly or whatever, but I'm passionate and I don't like getting fucking destroyed like that in any game. That was very lopsided. And it's no one's fault. The coaching staff, they don't know these kids coming in. They put people together, and it's a chemistry experiment, right? You don't know. First time out, okay, you know, Joe, Bobby, and Jeff put on black jerseys, and you know, you 3 put on gray, and it either works or it doesn't. And you're paying money to get your ass kicked. Like, figure that out. Tell me that's not frustrating. That's just like, what are you doing? Like, spend that money on something else. I know I'm coming across as sounding very negative, but the point I'm trying to make is, like, that's why I'm doing all this stuff at the MasterCard and training to be able to come to these camps to showcase what you have, what you've been working at. It's still frustrating as hell when you come and get shellacked the way we did today, because you can't showcase all your talents. You just can't, right? So, there. Namaste. Namaste. Whatever the yogis say. I'm good. I got that out now. I'm cool. We're gonna have a good night. Back to practice Tuesday morning, right? I told Eddie and Richie I'm already looking forward to, you know, to skating Tuesday and Friday, and you know, that'll make me feel way better once I get out there, I'm sure, and skate with those guys.
Eddie Choi, EDDIECHOI.
And then for your title, I should just put coach.
Coach, yeah, pro coach.
Do you see a lot of older guys try to still get into hockey, play pro, or is Kevin really just one of a kind?
There are some older guys. You know, everyone has their challenges, but Kevin, in my mind, is an anomaly where he's like an outlier. There's not many guys his age with that much intensity. You know, he's definitely been in the paper and on the radio and all that. Is he for real? Is he not for real? He's for real.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
You know what, like, I do all this because I love to do it, number one, and
I don't have like, there's no like, I'm done when I'm 45 or 44. Like I don't have a kind of a cutoff. So
Yeah, you're not Tom Brady. I'm done at 45.
yeah. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But and besides, under my gear, you can't really tell how old I am unless I let the facial hair grow. So
How hard is it at that age to get your body going again, playing at that competitive level as guys maybe half his age?
You know, age has something to do with it, but I think it's mind over matter. Kevin's the type of guy that, you know, he looks at age as just a number. So if you have the will and the skill, you can do anything you want.
I don't like to have that as an obstacle. I mean, it is in a way, but it's kind of fun trying to overcome it. So at the same time.
I think a number of you guys, if you watch social, you may follow Kevin. You see him buzzing around the MasterCard Center. Kevin is so closely linked to where you guys are. He might be older, a little stronger, and have different things going on in his life, but he's swinging the same axe that you guys are swinging. Big round of applause, Kevin Porter, guys.
Yeah, I'm in the gym, I'm on the ice, 3-4 days a week. And then this fall, I got invited to an East Coast Hockey League camp in Rapid City. Obviously, I'm not playing for them because I was released the last day of the camp. So, I'm still killing it. I'm hoping to get it, to play East Coast or higher in the near future, and I'm not stopping. And before you guys know it, you're going to be 19, 20. You're going to be, people are going to look at you and say, he's over the hill for hockey. And Dan's right, other things will come up. You guys will go to college, life will change, you'll start in careers or whatever. Some guys will keep going on in hockey, some will quit, but you don't want to be 27, 28, 30 years old and have regrets. I'm telling you right now, if you want to play, do everything you can now to make the most out of it because you don't want to have regrets, right? So I couldn't control if Rapid City kept me at the end of the week, but I could control that I went back to the rink, Tuesday or whatever it was when I got home. But I control what I eat in the morning. I control my mindset on the way to the rink. I'm there at least an hour before I go on the ice, and there's a lot of times where I just train by myself or with a goaltender or with one skills coach. So just control what you can control and everything else should fall into place.
So Kev, can you talk a little bit about the Port Huron opportunity?
Yeah, so they contacted me this summer and late this summer and asked me if I was interested in playing. So you never turn an opportunity down and kind of take it and then figure it out as you go. And so just trying to work out some logistical issues with work right now and getting the time off, with the careers and married life and everything else that goes into that.
Is it the opportunity, like Federal Hockey League, is that the opportunity that you want? What do you want?
Well, obviously any athlete, you strive to compete at the highest level. So just look at it positively and be focused on that rather than what you don't have. Focus on what you do have.
How's it been with work? Like, what are the challenges with, because obviously you're not going to give up a job that pays you as much as these jobs do for making $250 a week, right?
Yeah, it's, I secured time off in the fall just in case I got an opportunity to go to an East Coast camp. It didn't happen, but that, I try to look at things positively, and that frees up my time for other things and to maybe, to go to Port Huron, to train more, to work some part-time, spend time with family. And everything will work out.
Port Huron, Michigan. Never been here. I was really fortunate to get, invited to the camp, and, you treat it as serious as anything else.
You guys are still warming these goalies up. Shoot from above the top of the circle.
The things I love most is, just his will to work. You know, he just, in those videos, he's hitting the ice every day, he's putting in the effort, and then you're like, gosh, this guy has a career, he's working a full-time job. You know, we expected him to come here and be the hardest working guy and bust butt, so that's what he's bringing to the table, hopefully.
The guys are a blast. Like, that's the thing with coming to the camps, right? You meet a lot of new athletes and just new guys, and you get to see how different organizations do things. And, you know, hockey's meant to be fun, like, first and foremost. There's a lot of guys in the room who played in Europe, that they play a different style of game. They do a lot of skating in Europe because of bigger ice. We've got a couple goaltenders. One guy played in Sweden for 5 years in, like, higher divisions, and they're big boys.
D-man, if he gets some bucket chips it out.
Yep, he doesn't even have to skate it out. You got so much energy, skate down, shoot in the empty net, feel like a hero.
Have you ever had somebody at one of your camps that's as old as Kevin?
Yes, Frankie Littlejohn played here a few years ago. He was like 40, turning 41 or just turned 41. And even though he wasn't the same guy he was when he retired back in, 2010, he had played some senior and he wasn't that far off.
Port Huron was great, great people. It was a town that I played against with other teams for 10 years. So that town hated me every time I come into that barn and chanting my name, and then to become part of their team on their side, it was kind of cool. They embraced me. They liked seeing me in their uniform, and I loved every minute playing there.
It was just that room presence. You have someone that played in the AHL telling young guys, keep pushing, keep going, keep throwing pucks to the net. It makes the difference.
What do players in the Fed make?
It's on the, it's on the lower scale of things, but it's not the type of contract where I can sign and go, see you later, Fire, or see you later, EMS. Like, I just, this is real life, So how am I gonna get the furthest ahead with the least amount of damage, right? And that's kind of where we're at.
Right now, it's definitely a downtime for pro hockey, and guys are making $100 a week and things like that. So I encourage guys to go do something else, and I love to see that out of guys on my team because that means they're motivated, they're a go-getter. If guys have something going on back home, real estate with their parents, they start a business with a buddy during the summer, I love to see those things. He's got to show everyone that he'll bleed Prowler blood to play in a Prowler's jersey and make sure that, we all know that, like, this guy has to be here. Like, this is what he's given up his life to try to make this, and I want to see that out of him.
What do you think the Prowlers are going to say?
Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, ideally, the best thing is to be able to play the whole year. Obviously, I'm in a situation where I'm not able to get all the time off work, and it's a really challenging position, and I don't take anything for granted. It's just I am absolutely not stopping because I feel I've come so far. I got to find a way to get the job done, right? So we'll cross that bridge when it comes. We'll go from there.
So we're off on a sunny day heading towards Oshawa, and we're heading to the OJHL Combine. Gives a chance for all the teams in the league to see some talent and maybe sign some new players, and gives players like Jeff a chance to play in front of all the teams.
And how is your hand doing?
Oh, my hand's feeling really good. No pain at all, and I've skated a bunch of times without my cast on, and it feels really good. I'm pretty excited just to kind of be there, and I love playing at a high tier level. Then again, I'm a little bit nervous just because it's like one weekend, anything can happen.
Then the next line comes up, set up here, we go this way, we go back that way.
He was in a cast for 6 weeks. But ultimately, I think it was good that he had time to reflect on hockey and just sit back and do nothing other than think about hockey and plan for the future.
One of my ultimate goals is to just get an education out of it. First and foremost, to set me up for my future just in case hockey doesn't work out, because everyone goes into it thinking I'm gonna play pro hockey when I'm older, I'm gonna go to the NHL, and you have to face reality sometimes, and just to have an education under your belt just to get in another line of business would just be great.
The road is different for everybody. I would like to think an education first is important. I think that the ability to play at a higher level and get an education is paramount, though.
You can go play in a pro league somewhere, and after you're done, you're done. You don't really want to play that much anymore. You can still go on and go make a living out of what you got from your education. Just to have both those opportunities is amazing.
Over the years, like going to the free agent camps, they're always in the summer, late summer, on weekends. So, the odd weekend, I'd be like, oh, hey, I'm gonna go to this tryout camp. And, it's challenging for Ash when she's off because now she's at home alone. But, it is what it is. It's either you do it or you don't. And I'm kind of like, well, let's find a way to deal with it because I'm doing it. And that might sound really selfish, but you live once.
I think with each hockey camp or with each team he was trying to swing in his favor to give him a chance, I thought, okay, you know what, he's gonna get there and then he'll have reached his end goal. But I think being met with the word no, or we'll see along the way, only made him dig his skates into the ice a little bit more so, if you know what I mean. Like, it made him bear down and want to try that much harder.
My marriage is obviously very important, but you got to have a bit of balance. Because if you don't do some things for yourself, you just crumble.
Nice one. We got a deke here.
Like when we go train, like, come on, I'm training at the Maple Leafs and the Marlies pad with Eddie Choi, and like we're out there killing it and loving life, and like it's the best feeling.
Nice. You don't want to have regrets in life. And where I really think about Kevin is, sure, it's like a fantasy, a childhood fantasy, but I believe it's also a great journey. I mean, it's these little things along the way that is challenging. I mean, I see him wipe out and fall and get down and get up. So to be part of his journey is really exciting.
I'm making sure that I control everything I can control with regards to this hockey journey. Now, I know I'm not going to play for a long time, but I'm going to play for some time. I mean, it is what it is. I've accepted that's the way my life is right now, and the alternative is not to do it, and I don't like what the result is if I don't do it, so I do it. You know what, I can't say I have any regrets because maybe this is just the way it's supposed to be, right? And then where does that lead you to down the road? And maybe coaching, training, skills development, I don't know quite yet, so.
I think that he could definitely be a mentor or coach, definitely for the mental part of the game, the determination, the hard work.
He's been through so much, and I know especially for young guys out there these days, it's not so easy. It's not okay to not be okay, and to have someone who comes from that path to show you that you can get through it and you can overcome, and that you don't have to take no for an answer. I think having someone, a mentor like Kev, would be amazing.
There's a lot of families out there that need a Kevin in their life to help their families. How do I know that? Because I do a lot of it.
Good job, boys.
I help a lot of young kids who are going through the thing I went through as young drug addicts and alcoholics. And so I believe the NHL gave me a platform to help people. That's where Kevin Porter can say, you know what, let me show you how to have some drive in life. That's a serious value.
I don't know what my end game is right now, to be honest with you. All that I know is what I'm doing tomorrow. What I'm doing tomorrow is training. That's what I'm doing. I don't know where this is gonna end up. So my MO is every day go to the rink, go to the gym, go to Muay Thai, and train with 100% certainty that I'm getting something out of it. Keep the wiring good between the ears, be focused, be confident, and you know, good things are going to happen. So.
So how'd the game go last night?
It was fun. We put together a win, and the guys played really good. They're a lot of fun to play with. Drove down here Saturday, bit of a snowstorm, but you know, you do what you got to do, and snow tires and 4x4, and leave with plenty of time. So it's one thing to train, and I train as hard as I can. But when you get into a game, right, there's certain little things you got to do, and I'll be good tonight, and it'll be nice to just get in another game, and or if they make me pay. Hi, I'm with the Prowlers.
All right.
Yeah, just going in park?
Yeah, just going in park.
Thanks, buddy. Take care. I gotta get in there. Stretch out. Play some two-touch with the boys, and get the hips loosened up.
Oh! At left wing, we got Father Time, Jonathan Giuliano. At right wing, we have old man and lady Kevin Porter. Bring it in, Prowlers on three. 1, 2, 3, Prowlers! Hey, Julian.
Stoilis comes back to the point to Pace. Pace winds up a shot there, scores!
Are they saying Kevin Porter got it? I think it deflected
off Kevin Porter. Yes.
Kevin Porter gets his first career goal.
44 years old, Kevin Porter. Welcome to the MPHL. That's his first. It's 8-2 Prowlers.
Congratulations to him. If you don't know the story of Kevin Porter, 44 years old, basically picked up hockey, I believe in his 30s. Just decided, I want to be a pro hockey player. Played a few games overseas. He's got to be on cloud 9 right now.
Yeah, what a great guy in the locker room, very friendly. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Congrats, Kevin.
Hit off my pants and my sticks.
Hey, good one.
How'd the goal feel?
Yeah, I just went to the front of the net, dirty, and Joel ripped the shot, and I got a nick of it, and it went in. So, you know, I'll take him any way I can get it. If it would have went off my head or my jock, I would have been happy, just as happy. So.
That's how you get your first pro goal, right there. You gotta keep working hard. You want good bounces, you work hard, the hockey gods reward you.
So what do you think is going to happen? Are they going to ask you to play some more games, or?
Yeah, I think going forward I'll get some more games in, and even if there's a week where I can't, you know, play all the games per se, like if I can play one game, but I'd like to get down and practice a couple days with the guys because I think it's really important. Free parking, not like downtown Toronto, eh? Yeah, it was a good game. It was a good game. I need some food. Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
how have you been coping during COVID-19?
You know, just like everybody else, my lines of work, we don't close. So, paramedicine and fire, still been going to work, responding to calls. I've still employed a pretty rigorous training regime, running outside, biking. I've got some exercise equipment here. I've got a bike in the basement. And, when I do go to the fire station, we have a gym available to us as well. So I'm able to get some lifting in there and just trying to stay as normal as we can right now.
This is what we're forced to do now, boys. Get changed outside. I'm gonna be real smelly on the way home.
Well, what do? I had to make the rules.
That feeling of purpose and training hard and getting better, I think that's what I miss the most about it.
You excited? You can put your skates on inside the ice.
Oh, we can. Okay, just gotta change here?
You have to change it.
Okay.
And just, the camaraderie that I've built with some of the people that I train with, and just the challenge of it.
Like it or what?
Let's see.
It's nice, eh?
Oh, I'll leave that. There you go. That's nice, eh? Did you do it yourself?
No, I got my buddy to cut it the other day.
Is that right?
Yeah. Since the pandemic happened, all my skates have either been canceled or pushed back, so it's a pretty difficult time to pick teams and where I want to go.
So you improvise getting dressed to see this towel on the ground there? It's kind of nice, eh?
One of the things I really miss about hockey is just kind of being alone on the ice. As a goalie, you're not really with the other team for most of the skate. You're kind of by yourself, and when you're by yourself, you have nothing to do but just think. So I love just going out there and just kind of thinking to myself, like, wow, like I don't have to worry about anything right now. All I got to worry about is just stopping the puck. It kind of put in my head that, life isn't all about hockey, and you have to accept the fact that, school will be a big part of your life someday. And even with there being no hockey, I'm still trying my best in the classroom, online, and I'm still trying to be that person who I've always been.
It's a good time for reevaluation. Just because you can't get on the ice, it doesn't mean you can't get ahead with other things. I said to myself, I'm not coming out of this behind. I want to kind of try to leapfrog a bit if I can. People can fall into a lull at this point and maybe not do as much as they could or should. And I'm trying to take the approach where, okay, I know that some people are going to dog it, so I'm going to try to crank the vice and maybe try to get ahead in a few aspects and be productive. So, that's been my approach, and I just can't wait to get back out there.